All right, we got another week and another prediction video. The divisional round of the playoffs officially kicks off tomorrow, and we got some really exciting matchups to look forward to. Just like last time, we're going to go game by game in chronological order and pick the team that I think will come away with it. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's get started. First up, we got the Houston Texans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. So the Houston Texans are coming off sort of a weird wildcard game against the Chargers, starting off really slow, but then they turned it up on both sides of the ball in the second half. They are now heading to Arrowhead Stadium to take on the number 1 seed Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs, having secured the 1 seed, got the bye and went straight to the divisional round. Now, for obvious reasons, this gives the Chiefs a serious advantage because of the home field advantage and the extra rest from not having played football in so long, giving them more time to actually practice and prepare for this upcoming game. On the other hand, though, since the Texans are coming off an actual game, they could be more dialed in because all their starters have played a game more recently. In any case, though, the Chiefs haven't had their best season ever in terms of actual performance, but they got the 1 seed and they know how to win football games, especially in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes has never lost a divisional round game, and the Texans franchise as a whole, since they were made in 2002, have never won a divisional game. Although it would be absolutely amazing to see the Texans get here and finally make it to the championship round, I simply can't count out Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. So give me the Chiefs to win this game and move on to the AFC championship round. Next up, we got the Washington Commanders at the Detroit Lions. Now, this matchup is shaping up to be a game of absolutely pure grit, as these two teams have become known to play extremely aggressive on offense. In the Commanders' win against the Buccaneers last week, they did not punt a single time, meaning their drives either ended up in points or a turnover on downs. Jaden Daniels and the Commanders are now looking to come into Ford Field and shock the world by beating the number 1 seed Detroit Lions. The Lions, though, coming off their bye week after they secured the number 1 seed in Week 18, are looking to come out swinging as they try to make their push to their first Super Bowl appearance in franchise history. Like I said a moment ago, this game is looking to be an absolute shootout, where almost every drive and scenario could be considered 4th down territory for both teams. I believe that this game will come down to who can end up executing the best on offense and which defense can keep the opposing team's aggressive offense in check. As for this matchup, I'm going to give this game to the Detroit Lions as they have a much more experienced team when it comes to being aggressive, and with Dan Campbell at the head for this team, it's really hard to bet against them. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Rams at the Philadelphia Eagles. The Rams are coming into Philadelphia on Sunday red hot after their blowout win over the Minnesota Vikings, and I don't anticipate them slowing down at all. This does not mean that this game will be an easy game by any means for the Rams, as they will be facing a very good Eagles team with some of the best players in the NFL on both sides of the ball. After the Eagles beat the Packers in the wildcard round, they're looking primed to keep it rolling so long as they can be consistent on both sides of the ball and hold this explosive Rams team at bay. Given that the Eagles have the more all-around solid team and they are playing at home in Philadelphia, I got to give the advantage to them, so I'll be taking the Eagles to move on to the NFC Championship round. And finally, we got the Baltimore Ravens at the Buffalo Bills. Now, I'm sure in a lot of people's minds, this is no doubt the game of the week, and I believe that as well. A matchup between the two current MVP favorites is sure to be an absolute slugfest. When these two teams met in the regular season back in Week 3, the Ravens blew the Bills out of the water 35-10. But that was back in Week 3, like I said. And now, 17 weeks later, the fight is being taken to Buffalo in a game that both quarterbacks need to win. Not only do these two quarterbacks need a win for the sake of moving on to the championship round, they need a win to essentially secure their MVP titles and their reputations, as these are two quarterbacks that have been able to consistently make the playoffs, but not be able to win those big games. Both defenses in this game also need it extremely badly, as the Bills are tasked with stopping the rushing threats of Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, who both put up almost 300 rushing yards in their wildcard win over the Steelers combined. Same goes for the Ravens defense, as they have to try and contain the explosiveness of Josh Allen and the Bills defense, who took over the game essentially after starting down 7-0 to the Denver Broncos in the wildcard round. At the end of this one, though, I think we're in for an absolute classic. And given that these two teams are very closely matched and evenly matched, I got to give the win here to the home team. So, giving the Bills to take this one home and move on to the AFC Championship round. And that's going to be it for this one. Pretty short, simple, and sweet. We are slated for a very fun week this week, and I can't wait to see how it shapes up. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and make sure to comment your predictions down in the comments below. And yeah, with that being said, I will see you all in the next one.